Thanks for having us in, Mike Tirico, along with Greg Olson. And we are underway here in Silicon Valley. From a yard deep, he's going to bring it out. Get across the 20, mark him at the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
It's not enough. You sell it, but it's not enough. You instead of really stuff, but it's not enough. Say you bigger than myself, but it's not enough. I get on it. Yeah, somebody got to do it. I'm in. Yeah, somebody got to do it. I say that you have. Watch him do it. Outside.
Opening carry of the game for the versatile Christian McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down after a short pickup to the 24. That's Alex Highsmith in for the tackle.
Gain of a yard. Brings up second and
9. Here's second and 9.
Get set. 118. What's up?
They run once more with McCaffrey. And he's going to struggle to get back to the line. Maybe a yard. Juan Thornhill up from his secondary spot to make the play.
brings up third and 7.
He'll get this out wide. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up fourth down. Here's Kent to return. And he'll get a few yards. On this return, up past the 15-yard line.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
They'll go three tight ends here on first and 10. Not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
We're seeing such an uptick, Mike, across the league in these hybrid kind of positionless defenders, especially safety. So are they a safety? Are they a linebacker? They're good in both coverage. And in this case, they can play near the line of scrimmage and still make plays on the ground. Penetration is the key to run defense. Stop the running back before he has a chance to get started. That's exactly how it played out here.
It's a loss of a yard, and it's third down.
It is third and 10. Austin brought in motion. On third down, they'll set up to throw. Metcalf reels it in on the right side. How about this? Racing to the end zone. And what an effort after the catch. He goes all the way. 84 yards. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
The kicker on.
A terrific job all the way around, especially after the catch, Greg, to take it to the end zone for a touchdown.
I'm just so impressed by the acceleration of this receiver, Mike. He catches what is a short pass, and he's able to turn it up the field and take it all the way for 6. That is an impressive play run after catch.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
35-yard line.
From the 35, it's first and 10.
Outside. 118. What's up? Up.
The drive starts with a carry by McCaffrey. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up second and 5.
The Niners will use the first of their timeouts, and they'll get together prior to the second down play. Here's Purdy. That's Ayuk with it on the left side. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
The backfield empty here for 3rd and 2. Shotgun snap to Purdy. That is caught, finding Higgins. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on 3rd down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
Get set.
Here's McCaffrey. He'll push forward for about a yard. Peyton Wilson that time in on the stop.
A gain of 2. Brings up second
From the
and
48-yard line. Here's 2nd and 8.
Outside. Yellow.
Throwing from the gun is Purdy. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line. Second time they've hooked up on this drive. This one good for 12 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Get set.
Up the middle, here's McCaffrey. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
No gain on the play.
Well, this play, Mike, was clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold him to no gain.
2nd and 10. Again, it's McCaffrey. Once again, this defense up to the task. They stop him for no gain yet again. And now it's 3rd down.
1 brings up 3rd down and 11.
Yellow. Get set. 118.
From the gun, it's Purdy. Able to complete it to Ayuk. It's been a busy first quarter for him so far. His 3rd catch goes for a first down.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
Watch out.
On 3rd down, it's Purdy. Caught. This is Ayuk. And he's going to be taken down short of the marker. And that is going to set up an interesting 4th down decision.
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
Early big play here. They're going to go for it on 4th down.
Up.
They'll run for it. It's McCaffrey. And he will be out of bounds on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. So some early intrigue as we have reached the end of the first quarter. It's the Steelers with the early lead, And we're back in the Bay Area after this. This drive has been methodical, but will they turn it into 6 points? It is first and goal. He's got his big tight end. Michael Mayer. Touchdown. 49. That is first touchdown of the new year.
But you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their second possession.
We're all tied, 7 apiece, and the kick's away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
On the return, the Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Ready.
They'll begin here on the ground. And he'll get about 5 past the 30-yard line.
He's single on the stop. It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5 at the 32-yard line.
From the 32-yard line now, here's second down and 5. They'll stick with him again. And this is going to be a Steelers first down as he'll get this up to about the 42.
A gain of 11 on the play. And the Steelers first down.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. He's going to air one out for Metcalf. And they bring him down there, but it is inside the 10. It is going to be first and goal. A big-time play for Pittsburgh. It covers 51 yards.
First down. First and goal, Pittsburgh.
Ball sitting at the 7. First and goal. On play action, he'll set up to throw. First down throw there is incomplete.
When you look down the field, Mike, there's just really nobody creating any real separation. And instead, he tries to give one of his guys a 50-50 contested catch opportunity. But with the coverage as tight as it was, it just falls incomplete.
Try it again here from the 7-yard line. Second down and goal. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. He's got it at the 3. To the goal line and in. Pat Freiermuth. Touchdown, Steelers.
The kicker on for the extra point.
The extra point by Aubrey is good. And the Steelers will move out to a 14-7 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Here comes the return from a yard or 2 deep, and he will get back to only about his 20-yard line. That's where the drive will start.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Until he gets to the 32-yard line. First time these two have connected this afternoon, and it'll wind up being a first down.
32-yard line.
Get set. Yellow.
To throw, it's Purdy. The connection made to Ayuk. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
3-yard pickup. Brings
From
up
the
second and
35,
7.
here's second down and 7. Throwing is Purdy. That's complete to Pearsall. And a good job rallying to the football. Holding just a gain of a yard and sets up third down.
Brings up third and
I wouldn't be surprised if some point here in the future, Mike, this quarterback drops back. It looks like the same old hitch route underneath, and they give a pump fake and go. You can lull a defense to sleep with a lot of these underneath quick game passes, and once you do, you can try to go for the big one.
Third down. Purdy. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. 2 receptions for him on this drive. This one's good for 16 yards.
It just seems like whenever they need a big play on third down, you can almost guarantee that he's someone they're going to try to get the ball to, and certainly easy to see why. Clutch play by everyone involved and keeps the offense on the field.
And they'll take this down inside the 35. Nice chunk here in this good-looking drive. Pick up of 14 and a first down.
first and 10 at the 34-yard line.
A run here with McCaffrey. And the D closes quickly. He stopped after a gain of a yard. Peyton Wilson that time in on the stop.
Brings up second and 9 at the 33-yard line.
Purdy now on second down. Oh, he's going to be followed up and taken down. They got him. So backed up after the sack, and now it's third and long. Out of the gun, here's Purdy. He's got his man on the in route. Yes, taken in over the middle. And he'll gain some yardage here, but that is not nearly enough for the first down. It's going to bring up fourth down. So Chase McLaughlin will come in, and they'll try a field goal. Officially an even 50-yard attempt. McLaughlin's kick is good. And the Niners are back within 4. That's 14-10.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
This returnable from the 4. Now an opening past the 30. Austin brought in motion. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He'll look over the middle and find his running back. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. That's a gain of 19 and a very quick first down. From the 50, he'll set up to throw. He'll go underneath here, the running back out of the backfield. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
Brings up second and a yard at the 41-yard line.
From the gun, here's a handoff, and he will have the first down. Not a huge run, but enough to move the chain. The Steelers going to use one of their timeouts, and they'll have a chance to talk things over after picking up that first down. He'll look to throw. A whole lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. DK Metcalf was the intended target. And it'll be second down.
Let's go. Go, check. Move it, 19.
Now they'll set up to throw. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
So, after 2 straight incompletions, here's 3rd and 10. Timeout 49ers. That is their second. We'll talk things over before 3rd down.
Ready up. Head straight. Ready. 79. Combo 18.
He'll drop to throw. That's complete. Calvin Austin. And he will not quite get to the marker. Good job there defensively. And now, decision time. What are you going to do on 4th down? Back to throw. He'll get this into the hands of Austin. And he's into the end zone. Calvin Austin. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
You know, Mike, I think we're going to see a lot of this, and you know why? It's the new kickoff rule. So think about it. In the old days, you'd kick a field goal, you'd kick a touchback, and your opponent would have the ball on the 20. You didn't give up as much field position, but you only got 3 points. Nowadays, you go for 3 points and you kick a touchback. They get the ball on the 35. It's almost 30 yards of field position. You're just better off going for touchdowns when you get in here tight.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. A couple yards deep. He'll bring it out of the end zone. And he goes nowhere. Buried back at the 15-yard line.
At their own 15-yard line.
Get set. Get set.
Play fake to McCaffrey. Now, Purdy. Downfield, and it's caught by Ayuk. And he's got it to the 35-yard line. The Niners will use their 3rd and final timeout. They'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Ball out to the 35-yard line as they come up for 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun is Purdy. That's going to be incomplete. Covered very stout there. That's going to bring up 2nd down. T. Higgins, the intended receiver on that one. It's 2nd down.
Get set. Get set.
Shotgun snap to Purdy. Over the middle to Ayuk. Complete. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. Already closing in on 100 yards receiving in the first half. That one picks up a 1st down. Throwing again is Purdy. And right side, Higgins has the catch. And they'll take this down inside the 35. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a 1st down. Here's Purdy again. Throw, left side, complete to Pearson. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play.
Chase McLaughlin set to kick off.
quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. This will be returned from the 6. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And they will finally track him down, not before he takes this to the other side of midfield.
And that is just deflating for this kickoff team. You find yourself down double digits at the half. You spend the entire break talking about getting off to a good start in the third quarter. Let's get a stop and get the ball back to our offense. And bang, this happens. A heck of a return to start this third quarter.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to air one out for Metcalf. And he will get into the end zone. DK Metcalf. Touchdown Steelers. Second touchdown of the game. Season total now up to 5. On for the PAT is Aubrey. He gets it to go, and the Steelers will extend this third quarter lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. From a yard deep, he's going to bring it out, and he'll be out of bounds on the return, and the drive will begin there.
First and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
They'll run with McCaffrey to start this drive. And a good run there to get him 5 yards. From the 22 now, here's 2nd and 5.
Gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Purdy out wide to Pearsall on the RPO. And he's going to be marked down up around the 33. A gain of 11 on that one. First down, 49ers.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
On the give, it's McCaffrey. Not much there. Maybe a yard.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. A gain of 24 through the air. It's good for a Niners first down.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert.
He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 12.
On 2nd down, Purdy throwing the out route, and Ayuk has it. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
This pitch and catch may have looked routine, but I promise you, Mike, these types of anticipatory throws, especially outside the numbers, they don't occur without countless reps, oftentimes when nobody's even watching.
Get set. 3rd and short. Purdy. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is 4th down.
We're starting to see a lot of this on 3rd down, Mike, where they're going to rely on the run after catch to pick up these 3rd down conversions. So you know what that depends on? You have to actually complete the ball. And in this case, it falls incomplete, brings up 4th down.
A field goal, no gimme from this distance. They'll go on 4th down. Now Purdy. That's incomplete. Daring Hall on 4th down. Does not work out. And it results in a turnover on down.
Yeah, when you find yourself down big here in the second half, you have to maximize every possession. And that's exactly what the coach tried to do, going for it on fourth down, give yourselves a chance to cut into this big lead. But it's the defense that came through again with a huge stop. And that's going to make their chances of coming back that much more difficult. So if this was an NBA game, Mike, we call that a heat check. He wasn't even open, but you know what? With the success that they've had all game so far, he's just saying, you know what? Everything we do is coming up right. I'm just going to give my guy a shot. And this time the defense had him covered, but expect him to continue to look his way. He's had a monster day.
Pickup of 11 yards on that one. That's a Steeler first down. They'll stay on the ground. A gain of 4 as he's taken down.
He's across midfield to the 48-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6.
Here's a 2nd and 6.
Here we go.
Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And they'll take this down inside the 35. A gain there of 15. Good for a Steeler first down. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. The pressure, too much, and he goes down. Bryce Huff. He gets in to drop him for his first sack of the young season. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long.
Here we go, set. 60 Eagles, 6, 3.
Metcalf, the motion man.
79 Broncos.
They'll look to throw. That one incomplete. Good job, textbook there, separating the man from the ball, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
For whatever reason, when the ball was in the air, Mike, it seemed to me like he was almost having a little trouble tracking it. I'm not sure if that's what allowed the defender to catch back up, but ultimately it was the contact at the catch point that causes the incomplete, and that's going to bring up 3rd and real long.
Throwing now on 3rd and long. He'll take a shot here, back to the end zone. And that is incomplete.
Ever so often, like, you can see these off. And it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable, and as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
On for the field goal now, it's Brandon Aubrey. This officially a 58-yard attempt. Aubrey's kick is good. And the Steelers will extend their lead.
I think at this point in the game, Mike, when you have things under control, not only were they able to hold on to the ball for a while, they still were able to manage to add 3 points.
Here comes a return from the 3. Good job in coverage. They're going to get him down short of the 20-yard line.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Get set, get set.
Purdy going to give this one to McCaffrey. He gets free. Inside the 30. And they're not going to run him down. He goes all the way. 81 down there. Offensive line does its job. That back taking off to the end zone for the touchdown.
Mike, you're exactly right. He might get credit in the box score for that long rushing touchdown, but it was the big guys up front who were able to make that play possible.
McLaughlin, good on the extra point. And the 49ers are able to edge a bit closer.
49ers 17. Chase McLaughlin set to kick off.
Here's McLaughlin now. After the score, he'll kick this one away. This one taken at the 7. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive.
At their own 26-yard line.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Unfortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up second down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
And he gets that from Hardman. They'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. They get 15 on that game. That's a Steeler first down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get him the ball, pick up the first down.
This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up second down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
And they got the look they were hoping for, one-on-one on the outside. He's just unable to hold on to it through contact, and I think that was a big opportunity missed.
Back to the air once more on second down. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force third down.
And I think when you look back on the first half, this was an element of the defense that really was missing. There was a lot of open windows, a ton of green grass for the receivers to make uncontested catches. So nice change of pace here. Continue to force the issue and make these guys earn the catch.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. Over the middle and take it in. He's got it. And they'll get this one down to the 35-yard line.
That's good for us Steelers. First down.
Handoff here, up the middle. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10.
At the 21-yard line.
Throwing now from the gun. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down. He's taken down just shy of the 10. Closing in on 200 receiving yards for the game. He's been outstanding. That one good for a first down. Now, faking the give. That one is complete to Hardman. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 3-yard line.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
They'll try to run this one in. And it doesn't appear that he got to that first down marker. They'll only give him a yard, so it'll set up third down.
Gain of 2 brings up third and less than a yard.
He'll drop to throw. That is caught by the tight end. That Fryer move. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. Greg, it's the quarterback's best friend, and you were that guy for a lot of years. The tight end in a tight area with man coverage.
Yeah, and it's really twofold, Mike, right? First and foremost, we see so many of these tight ends around the league that now have gotten to the point where one-on-one matchups, that's advantage offense. But then even in the cases they don't create great separation, Mike, it's their size, their catch radius. It's such a friendly target for the quarterback that when things get tight in the red zone, they look to the tight end.
So these two teams take the long walk to the opposite end of the stadium. We've come to the end of the third quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This is fielded inside the 5. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
So here's a first and 10 now. They'll start from the 24.
It's that. Stop.
Play action now. Purdy. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Troy Anderson.
It makes sense to try to push the ball downfield, Mike, and go to the air when you find yourself trailing by this deficit. But it also makes you very predictable. You see the defense, they're in nickel personnel, extra defensive backs on the field. It gets that much harder to throw when the defense knows it's coming.
Now a run on first down. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
That one never got started. Defensive pressure too much, and they drop him in the backfield.
The truth is, Mike, they just aren't getting the push they need up front. This defense has been a motivated group these last couple plays, and now for the second straight time, they failed to even get back to the original line of scrimmage.
Austin brought in motion. Shotgun snap as they'll throw it on third down. This one just too far for the receiver out in front of him. That one falls incomplete.
I think he predetermined that third down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
And that one not returnable, out of bounds right at the 20-yard line. Here's Purdy on first and 10. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down.
The relationship between the pass rush and the pass coverage is critical. The better you rush the passer, the more pressure you can take off your coverage, and that's a great example why.
On the handoff, McCaffrey. Only a couple on that one. It'll set up third down.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment. Keeps this to a modest gain at best.
Third down. Purdy. He's got his man. Completes a Pearsall. And he's going to take this all the way to the house. 77 yards. Touchdown, San Francisco. Well, Greg, the light's still on way down at the end of the tunnel here. They are climbing back into this one with that touchdown here in the fourth quarter.
And they have a tall task ahead of them, Mike, but they have a chance. I mean, we've seen stranger things happen. They got a two-possession game here late. They're going to need a couple stops, and they're going to need a couple things to bounce their way.
He fields it at the 8. He'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
So first and 10 now. They'll start from the 22.
Let's go.
They'll start this on the ground with Warren. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And that's it.
At this stage in the fourth quarter, great job by the defense understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. He'll look to throw. In trouble, and down he goes. Nick Bosa getting in there to bring him down. His first sack of the season.
So after picking up some positive yardage on first down, they end up going backwards on second. That sack now brings up 3rd and long, and what most of the time is a very pass-happy situation, makes them very one-dimensional.
On 3rd down, they'll throw from the gun. Michael Williams. He had a sack in the opener last week. He's got another one here.
All these stops are great. You're trying to cut back into this deficit, find your way back into this game. But the defense can make as many stops as they want, Mike. This game's going to come down to what does their offense do when they take the field.
Oh, that's not going to work out at all. That is a safety. And that is the last thing you want to do, Greg. When you have the ball on offense in your hands and the other team gets points, it is 2 with a safety there.
And it's really a rare play in the NFL, Mike. We just don't see it very often. So anytime a defense gets the run off the field celebrating, getting an easy 2 points, they'll take it.
And he'll be taken down as the next drive will begin there.
Get set, get set. Yellow. 18, watch out.
On 1st and 10, Purdy over the middle to Ayuk, complete. And he's going to be marked down up around the 33. His 11th grab of the game. And a first down.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Watch out! Stop.
First and 10 for Purdy. Sure pass caught by Henry, the tight end. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
It's a gain of 14 yards.
Pickup of 14 on that one. First down, 49ers.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Throwing from the gun is Purdy. Here's Bob Higgins, who makes the grab. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play.
Brings up second and 1 at the Steelers.
Back to the air again is Purdy. That's caught. Christian McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down after a gain of 3, but that is good enough for a first down. They'll drop to throw to the middle of the field, caught by Higgins. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
Another 49er first down. First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Yellow.
Here's Purdy again. Back into the hands of Pearsall on the right side. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a first down. We've got all 3 timeouts left, but need to score quick. It's first and 10. Play fake to McCaffrey. Now, Purdy. This one intercepted. Picked up by Joey Porter Jr. And the Steelers are going to have it here as they'll start from their own 7.
These second-half red zone opportunities are critical, Mike. I mean, you're not going to score every single time you get down here, but it feels like at this point in the game, this might be my last chance to get this deep. You've got to make the most of those limited opportunities. At least come away with 3. You're hoping for 6, but in this case, you come away with 0.
And a nice run there on first down, getting 8. Setting up second and 2.
Brings up second and 2. At the 15.
Smith again. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
You know, at this point, the defense has to sell out and stop the run. You know exactly what the offense is trying to get accomplished by keeping the ball on the ground. But now the question remains, are they willing to take some risk here and put the ball in the air on 3rd down? Or do they play it safe and keep running the clock by keeping the ball on the ground?
You've got to consider this an absolute must-stop defensively. It's 3rd down. Now they'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete.
Now here we find that best laid plans sometimes do go astray. Every offense, Mike, what do they tell us? We want to stay ahead of the chains. We want to stay on schedule. This was a 3rd and very reasonable. Incomplete on that 3rd down try. Now brings up 4th and short.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10.
Outside. Yellow.
Shotgun snap to Purdy. That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the play. And it's 2nd down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Here's a big one. This 3rd down.
Outside. Watch out.
Out of the gun. It's Purdy. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down. Timeout 49ers. That is their 2nd. Clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the game. We are set for 4th and long.
Get set.
Now Purdy. That's taken in. is not going to do it. The defense comes through here in the final minute, and it may just be enough to get them a victory.
Let's go now. Hey, check that, check that. Back to 60, back to 60.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. That's caught. Right side, it's Freiermuth. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they're going to mark him inside the 10-yard line. It's another big play in a game that's had its share. 39 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. It's first and goal now from just inside the 10-yard line.
Let's take 19. Back to 60. Warriors, 70. No score zone. No score zone.
Back to throw. He pulls it in around the 5. And he'll be taken down. We'll see if they want to use that final timeout or not, but things are pretty much spoken for. So this one, a win for the visiting Steelers. They get the victory here, away from home, to run their early season record to 2-0.